Welcome back, YouTubers, to my WWE vlog. I am Daniel Parkin, and today I'm going to be reviewing Friday Night Smackdown, which happens tonight, of course. But before I get into that, I do want to make a couple of plugs. One big plug I want to make is to a guy called 420 Goonie. This guy's videos are fucking awesome. You have to check this guy out and subscribe to him. Also, this guy, if without this guy, I would not have the amount of subscribers that I have now. So thank you very much, 420 Goonie, for mentioning me in your videos and stuff. Also, another two channels I want you guys to subscribe to. One of them is Dave Mania, and the other one is Dreamboy889. Now, these guys put regular videos out, and they're obviously, you can see from the videos that they're very passionate about the wrestling business, and they've also got some really good opinions, and they both review WWE and TNA, so definitely check these guys out. Another guy I think you should check out on another site called Tumblr. My good friend NJ, who you might have seen here in my videos a couple of times, does Tumblr blogs on wrestling, and he has really good opinions on WWE superstars, Raw reviews, Smackdown reviews, so definitely check him out. I'll put all these plugs in the comment section below, and I'll link them up here too. And also, while I'm here, I do want to thank the people that watch my videos, comment on my videos. Without you guys, I would not be putting these videos out, and it means a lot to me that you're viewing and commenting my videos, so thank you very much. Also, before I start this video, I just want to say subscribe up here. Like my video if you like what I'm saying, comment in the comment section below if you have any thoughts. Now, I guess we better start this Smackdown review. Okay, so this episode of Smackdown, we started off with, no, not Edge, no, not Alberto Del Rio, no, none of the other superstars on Smackdown. We started off with Michael Cole. Michael Cole comes out to a chorus of boos and enters his coal mine, which we see is being built, as he's walking out to it, and he even has a security guard, and he comes out to the Raw theme. What the hell's going on there? But anyway, that was just a minute or so. I don't know why he came out first. It was a bit ridiculous. Maybe to get heel heat, but that was nothing compared to the pop that the next guy got as he came out. The first match of the evening we had was Edge come out to a huge pop from the crowd, and he's facing Alberto Del Rio's NXT rookie Brodus Clay in a match. So we got that whole thing. Edge, it was a very slow match, but I think that was more to do with Brodus Clay than anything else. You had Brodus Clay having his dominance over Edge, showing why he's such a big and strong wrestler. But in the end, you had Edge winning with the spear. After I think Christian came out to distract Alberto Del Rio and Brodus Clay at some point, and Edge spears him for the win, of course. After the match, Christian and Alberto Del Rio really go at it quite, they're really fighting each other quite bad, like they've really got a grudge going on there. And then after that, Teddy Long comes out and says, we're going to make this match one-on-one. It's going to be Christian versus Alberto Del Rio in a steel cage match. So, the match itself was a slow, it wasn't the best of matches, but, the aftermath of it, was good leading up to the main event. So I'm pretty pleased with this, 10-minute part of SmackDown, which was the beginning part. Very pleased with it. It was good. Which means that the advertised main event that we had, which was Edge and Christian versus the Corre, was changed, which was a bit annoying. I thought I might want to see that, but we got a good main event anyway, so I'm pretty content with that. The next match we had was Sheamus, who's on who's just won the US title on Raw against Kofi Kingston, which is Intercontinental Champion versus US Champion. And this was a really good match. I felt this was probably one of the match of the night, just like Sheamus and Daniel Bryan was on Raw this week. It was a really good back and forth match. Sheamus wins the match with a brogue kick after kicking the stairs into Kofi Kingston's knee, which is a pretty smart maneuver, really. I can't say much about it. It was just a great match to watch. Technical wrestling. You got two really good mid-carders facing each other. It was just a good match. There was nothing more to say, and it was and the match. And what I like about this is it was just focused on the match. There was no exterior interferences or anything like that. It was just a good technical match. And then we get into a backstage segment which had me laughing. I don't know why, but it just did. They had Big Show and Kane backstage. They tried to chokeslam each other, to no avail, and then they end up laughing. And from what they're saying, it sounded to me, I don't know if it was just me, but it sounded like they were doing porn. I don't know why I thought it just sounded like they were doing porn. Kane said to Big Show, "You complete me." I mean, what was that all about? I can't buy into the fact that they're on the same page. Their goal. I can't buy the fact they're on the same page after they both hit each other with chairs. I can't buy the fact that they're going to go on the same page just to go after Corre. But this maybe is just lead up into WrestleMania, but I just couldn't buy that. And that segment, if anything, was just funny. I don't know why. It just was really funny. Next match we had was a squash match. We had Cody Rhodes versus Trent Barretta. Cody Rhodes, comes out, oh god, you can't see me even though my face is normal and this mask is just covering up the normality of my face. He used his mask to, smash Trent Barretta in the face and wins in a squash match. He wrestles in his suit. It's a quick match. That's kind of what they're doing with Cody now, just to try and put him over a bit more, I guess. So yeah, not much to say about that really. It was just a quick, short match. Next we had a Shawn Michaels vignette when he's basically talking about Undertaker, saying that, what he's got is the streak and all that kind of shit. It was just, hyping up Triple H and Undertaker, trying to make them... I mean, he's done one with Triple H and he's now made them both seem like, real icons in the sport, trying to hype this up. I still think they should do more to hype this up, in my opinion, but, I'm quite content with what I'm seeing at the moment. Although, we've already seen Shawn Michaels' interviews about 3 or 4 times now. I'd like to see some sort of confrontation. I mean, SmackDown... Undertaker wasn't even on SmackDown this week, We need to see more of the wrestlers, really, or more of the wrestlers in the same ring. But, at the same time, them just teasing it is, pretty good. I mean, we'll finally see them face at WrestleMania. It's just good. It's good enough build-up for me. But, for a main event of WrestleMania, I do expect a little bit more build-up. That's just my opinion, though. Next, we had a Divas match. We had Layla versus Kelly, and Michelle McCool was on commentary, talking and touching Michael Cole through the coal mine. I don't know what that was going on there, but Kelly really did show why she was, why she's an improving wrestler in this. She did a lot of good moves, but in the end, Layla wins after an interference by Michelle McCool. I don't know what they're doing with Kelly now. I know she was originally planned for this 6-person tag match now, but now Snooki's in there, so I don't know what WWE are going to do with her. I guess they're just going to make her job now. So I'd be interested to see what they actually, plan for Kelly at WrestleMania, if they've got anything planned for Kelly at WrestleMania. It's the same with Kofi Kingston. They haven't really got much for Kofi Kingston yet, and if they can't get their Intercontinental Champion on the card, then that's a bit of a shame, really. But the next match we had, from the segment earlier, Kane and Big Show versus the Corre, Heath, Slater and Justin Gabriel for the tag team championships. Now, this was a decent tag team match. Big Show comes into the ring and dominates Justin Gabriel and Heath Slater, and just as they're about to win the tag team titles, Justin Gabriel pulls the referee out the ring, which results in a disqualification. And then we really get to the carnage when the Corre starts attacking Kane and Big Show, and they really do attack them a lot. I think Wade Barrett even does the wasteland on Big Show, which was like the most ridiculous wasteland I've ever seen in my life, but he still managed to do it, I guess. Zeke, Big Z again puts down Big Show. We see the Corre, smashing the steel steps on Kane, and then putting Big Show through the announcers table. So they got really beat him up, and at least this is showing them dominant. Now that it shows. I mean, when you see someone like Big Show just coming in the ring and they're all fleeing, it just doesn't seem right that 4 people would do that. But it's making them look strong now, and it seems like they are going to go with this whole Corre versus Kane and Big Show sort of angle. Maybe for not for the tag team titles, but I'm still a bit unsure as to what they're doing with it. They haven't really confirmed it yet, but it looks like we are going to see something here. Even though I still don't think Kane and Big Show will be on the same page, but that's just me. And it's really putting over the Corre, and I really like the Corre a lot, so I'm glad they're putting them over. Whether they'll put them over at WrestleMania or not, you will yet to see. Next, we had another match. So far we've had a lot of matches, which is weird for WWE at the moment. We had Jack Swagger versus Chris Masters. This was a shortish match. We kind of knew Jack Swagger would win this. Again, this is one of those matches that had less focus on the match, more focus on what was happening afterwards and the story around, the match with one person, Jack Swagger and Michael Cole. But Swagger wins the short match with an ankle lock. Swagger manages to get out of the master lock, which used to be an impossible thing to do, but now it's just something that any old guy can do. So, it's making Chris Masters look weak, but, he's never really on TV anymore. So, it makes sense, I guess. You don't really know what to do with Chris Masters. And then Cole comes in the ring, celebrates with Jack Swagger, and puts the ankle lock on Chris Masters, which he calls, wait for it, the Cole lock. First we have the coal mine, now we have the Cole lock. Is Michael Cole the biggest douche in the world? The answer is a big fat fucking yes. But anyway, that was that. It wasn't really much to it. The next match was also quite a good match. We had we had Rey Mysterio versus Ted DiBiase, and I was thinking to myself, what, Ted DiBiase actually made it to TV for once, and he actually looked pretty good in this match. He put a lot of good moves on Rey Mysterio, but of course, even with all the good moves that DiBiase put on Mysterio, goes over the odds and wins. I find it really funny how Rey is getting better matches than Cody. Cody is getting simple squash matches, whereas Rey is getting actually quite good opponents. I don't know what they're trying to do there, but again, more hype for their rivalry going into WrestleMania. I'd like to see Cody maybe interfere or something, but I suppose I'm quite happy to see Rey win clean and against a strongish opponent. Rey Mysterio wins with the 619 and his splash thing, but at least DiBiase looked good in this match, which I'm glad to see. At least they didn't make him job hugely, and also Maurice walked out. God, Maurice is so hot. But she walked out on Ted DiBiase, and I can't blame her. She's gotten more popular than Ted DiBiase recently now. Wasn't the whole point of putting Maurice with Ted DiBiase to make Ted DiBiase more popular? I don't know. Whatever. And then we had a vignette with Snooki, the whole Snooki and what she's going to do. The fact she's at WrestleMania vignette, WrestleMania, showing the matches that are going to happen. It was pretty much time filling until the main event. Then we got to the main event, which was Christian versus Alberto Del Rio in a cage match. This was actually not a bad match. It was good to see Christian finally get his match with Alberto Del Rio in a singles match. There was, as far as I know, there was no interference. There was a lot of good stuff in this, as you expect with a steel cage. I didn't like the ending that much, though. I thought the ending was a bit rushed. I didn't think the ending was that creative. I thought they could have done more with it. More with the ending. Again, although this was a good match, it was the aftermath which had more focus on it than the match itself. You couldn't finish with the match, had to finish with the aftermath. In the aftermath, we had Alberto Del Rio attack Christian, of course. He chucks him over the barricade and says he'll no, that was in the first attack. What am I talking about? He says he'll destroy him and Edge at WrestleMania. No, he did chuck him over the guardrail or whatever. Sorry, I'm confused. He said he'll destroy him and Edge, and he'll destroy Edge at WrestleMania. And then all of a sudden, we get Edge beeping the car. Beep, 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 beep. His new Bentley. Being, really sarcastic Edge. Edge threatens to smash Del Rio's car. And then all of a sudden, we get Brodus come behind Edge and attack Edge from behind, which leads to Alberto Del Rio concertoing Edge's arm. So, Alberto Del Rio gets another one on Edge. And I think WWE are really booking Alberto Del Rio very strongly, and I think it's good because we need to see Alberto Del Rio, who a lot of people had doubts about when he won the Royal Rumble, is now looking like a very, very serious contender for the belt, which is good to see. So yeah, not a bad main event. The aftermath, I think, overshadowed the match a little bit, which I'm a bit disappointed with. But it's again trying to fuel Edge and Alberto Del Rio's rivalry going into WrestleMania, and we still don't know whether Christian's going to get added. He probably won't, but with the way he's getting involved at the moment, something could happen with Christian at WrestleMania. He's not in a match yet or anything. So yeah, today there was what I loved about this show is the fact that there was a lot of wrestling. I know some of the matches were a bit short, but there was a lot of wrestling, not too much segment wise, and there was no raw there was one little thing. There was not much Raw filler stuff, which was good to see. It was a SmackDown-orientated show. And overall, I was pretty entertained by SmackDown this week. I was entertained by the fact that there was a lot of wrestling, a lot of matches. Rivalries are getting built in the right way. We saw more Michael Cole. So it was an okay show. It was better than, I'd say it was better than its last week. It's one of the better SmackDowns I've seen in a while. And it entertained me. So what can I say? Yeah, so that's pretty much it for my review for SmackDown. I thought it was pretty good. I thought there was a lot of matches. What more can you ask for? This is a wrestling show, so more so sports entertainment. But SmackDown, there seems to be more of a wrestling show than Raw. So it was good to see It was good to see a lot of wrestling, especially after last week. So in case you haven't already, put your opinions of SmackDown in the comment section below, or put your opinions on what you thought that what I've talked about below. Of course, there's a subscribe button up there if you like what you see and you want more. Click that subscribe button somewhere up there. If you like the video, make sure you click that thumbs up, and of course, don't forget to comment, as I've said before. And that just leaves me to say thank you very much for watching. Make sure you sub to those guys that I've said, and especially NJ's blog, as he's a close friend of mine. And thank you very much for watching. my SmackDown review, and goodbye.